Hi, friends. Welcome to another episode of Clearly Thriving. I'm Allison Clay,
And I'm Siri Harkins.
and we are thriving.
Clearly,
Clearly. Siri, what are you drinking today?
today I am drinking my Diet Coke lime coconut cream concoction.
Lovely.
Hmm.
My dog came to me asking for uppies, and so I scooted back to get her, and then she walked away.
She was like, just kidding.
Yeah.
Mocha
I
also came over.
well, Mocha's not a liar. I am drinking a leftover Galentine's Day cocktail. So for our Galentine's Day, it was at my house. And I threw a pretty good party, not to toot my own horn, but I made these champagne cocktails, and it was so easy and honestly pretty inexpensive because I just got the super cheap champagne, like the one that's like $4 a bottle.
Don't tell people this.
And but then I put raspberry sorbet in it and also some pink edible glitter.
Gosh.
Yeah, so I've found in my personal experience when you are making a champagne cocktail, the cheap stuff does just fine.
Well, good to know.
So that's what this is. It's great.
Wonderful.
Oh, now she's back. Come here.
Oh,
Oh, she did want uppies that time.
yeah. She knew what
Yeah,
she wanted.
she did. She just had to make up her mind, I guess.
Yes. Ugh.
So, how was your day?
Dude, kids are chaotic. They're chaos.
Tell the people what you texted me this morning.
What
What
did I
happened at
text?
school this morning?
So much happened at school this morning. I don't know what happened.
Didn't you guys get put in a lockdown drill?
Just a drill.
Still.
Oh, we weren't
But
like
then,
put in a lockdown drill. It was a planned drill.
okay, well, what you said about the children in the lockdown drill.
Dude, we're all gonna die. Um,
It's not funny, but it's funny.
these kids, and I like was actually super harsh at them after, and it was just, complete nothing, didn't matter, no cares in the world. Um, but like we're literally in a lockdown drill, and like granted, it is a drill. There's no real danger. It's just whatever, a practice. Anyway, but no, these children are like eating out of loud chip bags. They're having conversations with each other, like full blown conversations, like multiple groups of children. It wasn't just like one group, it was several groups of children. Someone's phone went off, and I'm like, who the fuck even still has their sound on their phone? Like, where did
Honestly.
you come from? Like my parents' generation? Like, I can't even tell you the last time I have had my sound on my phone.
Yeah.
Um, just bizarre. And I'm just sitting there like seething, like, why is it impossible for you to be silent? And I told them that. And I was just like, I don't know why silence is just impossible for us. So I literally told them, okay, in the event of an actual emergency, like if there's real danger, I'm going to tell you right now, sitting in this room, bad idea, leave. Like
Yeah.
your goal is to get away as fast as possible. Because otherwise, the plan would be we need to bunker in here and be silent so nobody knows that people are in here.
Yeah.
But granted, like based on our experience today and like a real lockdown we did have with the same freaking group of students, they're not capable. And
Yeah.
it's not even just that I think they're all being disrespectful. I do legitimately think that they are incapable of being silent.
Yeah.
They can't
You'd
do
think
it.
they would take it a little more seriously, considering you've already had at least two actual lockdowns this school year.
No, they don't care. And there are a couple of kids in the class that are like, aren't we supposed to be quiet? I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
yes, we are. Thank you for your astute observation. Um,
Great.
Like there's only so much I can do.
Love
Right.
that for all of
Right,
us.
Panini? Yes. Yeah, I have two classes that are so loud. Um, always talking, just like one group is just a lot of chit chat and I don't know, just like mild chaos. They are not being chaotic, they're just really chatty. And then I have some people who are like constantly in and out of the classroom for God knows why. That's like whatever. Okay. If they leave early, I mark them as left early and they get pinged for that and have to make up hours later. My fourth hour, though, they're just pure chaos. Like pure chaos. Like the boys are always trying to like box each other and like not in a serious way, but they just like want to roughhouse with each other. And in their brain, they're like not doing anything, but like they bump into the furniture constantly. And I'm always like, sit down. Like you need to take a seat. Like get away from the smart board. And it's like, as soon as I turn to do something different, like someone will come over to me and I'm like helping them with something. That's when all of a sudden a kid has like zoomed into one of the rolly chairs that they're not supposed to be in that I like now stick behind my desk and like bump into the Promethean board. Or like yesterday, I did tell some of the boys they could go toss a football back and forth in the hallway. It's like a foam one. So I'm like, you're not going to cause any trouble. Well, then one fucker decided it was appropriate to get on his fucking skateboard in the hallway. In the hallway. And so the teacher across the hall came out and yelled at him and he bolted. Like that kid was gone. And all the other kids were like back in the class and sitting down. And I was like, well, you all were fine throwing the football. Like that was not the problem. Like, A, you had permission for me to be doing that. B, like you're throwing a Nerf football. Like, okay.
Like it's fine.
Like there's nothing breakable in this hallway. But skateboarding, yeah, that same kid had two friends. Like I like to have the door open to my classroom. I'm not going to be able to do that anymore because this kid had two of his friends come in and they ran over to the smart board thing and like I have like the little pen there and the kid basically tagged it with like his graffiti signature. I mean, like I could just erase it. It was just the smart board thing, but I'm like, are you serious right now? Like go to class. Where are you supposed to be? And my student was like, let me say goodbye to them first. And I was like, get inside. Get inside and sit down. Like, what are you doing?
It's so
Just
dumb.
so anyway, they had like an assignment they were working on, and I was just they were being chaotic. And again, none of them are being like completely like whatever. They're just being ninth
Kids.
grade boys, you know?
Yeah.
It's nothing developmentally inappropriate and it's nothing overly concerning to me. It's just kind of annoying, right? But anyway, I was like, well, it sounds like you all are doing really well on this homework I gave you. So I'm making it due at 3:30 today, actually. So I had one kid that was like, I'm not quite done yet. Can I turn it in late? And I was like, listen, buddy, you have an A in this class, and I already excused you from the daily work because you were on task on Monday. You're fine. I also have met your parents, and you're also one of my only students that are pretty much always on task. So you're fine.
Great.
Like, you are not currently failing this class. You are okay. I don't know how I have so many students failing right now because my class, it's not hard to
Yeah.
pass.
They literally just have to turn it in.
Yeah. Like I do not make it difficult to get a passing grade.
Wow.
I don't know, but I do have one student who's currently failing one of my classes who said that I'm their favorite class. So,
I'm concerned for them.
you know, I think they just like me. I don't know. I'm
Great.
like, dude, I just like sit here and give you work to do. And then you sit here and do it or are quiet. Um, and I
Well, if
guess
they're failing, I'm assuming they're not doing
they're
it.
not doing it. I guess today I went on a whole tangent on Wingstop. Um, I was like, What day is it? Thursday. I'm getting Wingstop today. And they're like, Miss, you got to get the spicy Korean. And I was like, I will. And so you know what? I did. And you know what? It's great. Anyway, that was my only quiet class is the one that told
Give
me
you the
that. The other
Wingstop
classes,
tip.
yeah, they gave me the Wingstop tip. And I was like, you're the realist. Actually,
Good.
one of my students who's in that class is related to one of my students who's in my last class. And so it's like the cousin is in my quiet class, and then the other kid is in like my most chaotic class. And so they were like, your class is like what?
Great.
Yep.
They probably were like, well, the one in the good class was probably telling the other one, don't tell her you're related to me.
Oh, I already know. Oh my gosh. No,
I remember when
they're good.
our next youngest cousin is still 6 years younger than me, but only 4 years younger than my brother. And he and my brother went to the same high school. And so when Colin started going through that high school, Alex would be like, who do you have this semester? Okay, don't tell these ones that you're related to me.
Yes. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. Today, I had to get up early because I had to be at work early. And then I wound up wrapping at 2 p.m.,
Ooh.
which was glorious. Because then I stopped at Taco Bell on the way home because I'd really been craving a Mexican pizza.
Ooh.
So I did that. And then I came home and hung out a little bit. And then my medications were ready. So I went to the pharmacy and sold my soul to get my newest prescription because I left my endocrinologist with the most expensive prescription of my entire life.
Oh no.
So I picked that up today.
Oh.
And I am debating when to start it because there's like, with any medication, there's like an adjustment period.
Yeah.
And my mom wants me to wait and start when I get home from work tomorrow, but my call time isn't until 5 p.m. tomorrow. And so who knows what time it'll be that by the time I get home. So I kind of would rather just go ahead and do it tonight. And that way, hopefully, by the time I go to work, I'll be feeling a little better. But also, I don't know if I'll be feeling great for the next 8 weeks.
Oh.
Like, some people are fine. I've been reading a lot of like Reddit boards about it because I'm like kind of nervous.
Yeah.
Some
no.
people are like completely fine, have no side effects. Some people have like some nausea that lasts a while. Some people like actually have tummy problems that last a
no.
while. And then like there's fatigue, obviously, which I have a feeling that's going to be my main one. Because I remember when I switched my anxiety medication, I was so tired. I'm sure you remember that because you still lived here at the time. I was so tired for
Yeah.
like 2 weeks. But this one, apparently, it's like an 8-week adjustment period. So basically, there's never going to be a good time. So I need to just go ahead and do it. But what a fun time. It's going to be great.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. And we're all gonna have a good time.
But also, my mom was like, I don't want you like throwing up at work tomorrow. And part of me was like, well, if I throw up, they'll send me home. So it'll be fine.
Oh man.
What a time. How is it to have a body that works? Sounds great.
Um, I mean it's not all great, but I guess there are several things I take for granted every day.
Yeah, no vital organs rebelling against you.
I mean, sometimes my intestines aren't very happy, but that's my own fault.
Well, nothing like actively tries to unalive you on a daily basis.
Nope.
That must be nice.
Yeah, it really is.
Good. Dude, when I was at my parents' and also over Christmas, my brother, I think I might have already talked about this, but I've been thinking about it today since I've been like thinking about my body today.
Oh my gosh.
My brother is flat-footed and has been his entire life. He also has asthma, which like
That could also unalive him.
yes, but like
Yeah,
he's fine.
it's different.
It's not quite the same thing. Anyway, he like is so self-involved and I love him. Let's be clear. I love him, but he is so self-involved. It's like he doesn't think anyone has problems but him. And so like when we were at Disneyland, he was like, "Oh, my feet, my feet." And like every 5 minutes, "Hey guys, did you know my feet hurt?" And have I said lately that my feet hurt? "Hey, did you know my feet hurt?" We're like, "Oh my gosh, shut the fuck up." But then there was one time at my parents' house when I was home most recently, and they were talking about like I don't remember how it came up, but Alex is like, "Oh, I'm not having kids." And my mom was like, "Why?" And he was like, "I don't want to pass on this." And she was like, "Define this." And he was like, "I don't want to give anyone asthma or flat feet." And I just kind of looked at him and he didn't even realize like he complains about his stuff constantly, which fair, everyone's complaints are valid. Like you're entitled to your feelings. But when your sister has an actual multiple chronic illnesses
Yes.
that would kill me without medication that costs me about $1,500 every month just to stay alive, not to thrive, just to survive. And you're sitting across the table from me telling me that your feet hurt? Like,
Oh goodness.
I was like, "Know your audience." Anyway,
Yes.
anyway, maybe I should put my brother on this new medication. He doesn't need it, but I'll let him be the guinea pig for the side effects.
Gosh. Oh, yeah. What a time.
It's gonna be great.
I made my Lego roses the other day, so that was fun.
How was that process?
I enjoyed it. It was a very simple Lego build, which I appreciated
Hmm.
because the only other time I've tried to build anything Lego, it was like a whole Lego treehouse that was massive. And it was so many pieces, is so overwhelming. And it wasn't mine. I was doing it for little Hannah when I was babysitting her still.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she's too old for a babysitter now.
Yeah.
But that was like such an intense thing that it kind of like turned me off of Legos. But this was nice. I was like, oh, great. This is like simple, almost therapeutic to just put in place. Nice.
Hmm.
And they turned out really cute. They're cute.
Good. I liked the picture. It looked like fun.
Yes.
And you had been wanting some of the flower ones for a while.
Yeah, I just like I had made because I like so many people, I have an Amazon storefront. I have for such a long time and I just never post about it anymore because it just feels so like
Mm-hmm.
ingenuine. Anyway, so they've like changed up how it works, but I made like an idea list or whatever for Valentine gifts. And I put that on there and I shared it on Facebook. It was just like if anyone needs Valentine gift ideas, because every time you search like Valentine gifts on Amazon, it gives you like the stupidest bullshit. Like it's always like candles, but
Mm-hmm.
they're like weird candles with sayings that are almost offensive. The one that I found the worst, that was like a Valentine gift idea, was like the die that had like different food place like ideas on it, like Mexican, pizza,
Mm.
whatever. And it was like dinner idea die. And I'm like, that's like mean. Like, I'm like, that's just mean. Like, that is offensive. That's not something you should get your significant other for Valentine's Day. And like, even some of the candles, I don't know, they're just like very tacky. So I'm like, okay, here's some actual cute, like Valentine ideas. So it's like Legos that are roses. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was on there, and my mom just like bought it and sent it to me, and it
Good.
just showed up one day, and I was like, "Did you give me Legos? Thanks."
My mom got me some books. She got me like 2 or 3 actual books, but then I think I said on here for my birthday, my mom got me they have new, like, little golden books that are for, like, influential women or about influential women. So for my birthday, she got me Betty White and Dolly Parton. And then for Valentine's Day, she got me Taylor Swift and Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Amazing.
I shrieked a little bit. I was like, "Is this my, like, 8th RBG book? Yes. Will it am I done? No."
Oh,
But, like
if that's awesome.
so she got me those and then, like, a couple true crime books for Valentine's Day. She knows me well.
Would like to say hello.
Hi, Panini Beanie. Oh, big yawn.
She's a sweetie bean. Oh, here's our excitement of the morning. 4 a.m. rolls around as usual, and the dogs are just they are ready to eat. They are demanding that I roll out of bed to feed them. And as I do every morning, I get up, I feed them, I open my little patio door thing, and then I go to the bathroom because, like, I also would like to use the restroom at this hour of the day. So I'm in there, and Panini starts barking. And Panini's bark is rather special.
Mhm.
First of all, she doesn't do it often.
Yeah,
Like, she's not really the barker.
which is good because of the next part.
Yes, it is very shrill. And
Yes.
I don't know how to describe it other than it sounds like this like crazy like kazoo alarm thing that's high
And
pitched.
it's shrill and loud.
It's very loud, very shrill, and it's, oh my gosh. Like, Mocha's bark is just like a bark. Like, that's a dog barking.
Yeah.
And she does sound like a scary bark dog. No, Panini's bark is jarring. Anyway, so Panini is barking, and I'm like, because it's 4 a.m. and I live in an apartment complex. Anyway, so I'm like, what are you barking at? So I like rush out of the bathroom, like as fast as I can rush. And I'm like, stop. I'm like trying to like whisper yell. And I like go out onto the patio because Mocha has joined in a little bit too. And I'm like, what are you barking at? Because, okay, there has been a cat in like the little courtyard area before, but like I didn't see anything. So I like am out there. I'm like looking. I'm like, is there someone out here? Is there like a dog? Is there a cat? Like, what is going on? And I'm like, I don't see anything. And then I hear a noise, and it sounds almost like a dog howling, except it's like too what's it called? Like rhythmic.
Mm.
Like, it's kind of the same intonations repetitively. And I'm sitting there for a while, and I'm like, well, that's probably what they're barking at. And I'm like, what is that? Like a coyote? Because I'm like, I don't think that's a dog. And then it occurred to me to look up what a great horned owl sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
That
Great.
that is what that sounds like. It didn't really occur to me that great horned owls would be in Southern California, but they are. And they would take a dog.
How big are they?
They're huge.
Oh,
Like, they're massive owls. Like, they would take Mocha.
Googling is happening.
Yeah.
I don't know much about owls,
Well,
admittedly.
we had some come through Minnesota. I mean, they're now
Ugh.
kind of regularly around the area, not very common.
Don't
Yeah.
tell me that thing doesn't want my intestines outside of my body.
They're scary. I mean, they're actually really cool, but like for a small dog owner, that's scary.
They live for 20 to 30 years.
Like I knew people in my hometown who had their dogs taken like from their front yard by those owls in an area that they didn't usually frequent. So anyway, I just wasn't really thinking that they came to here. But yeah.
Horned owls have long been associated with the ability to connect with the heavens and access psychic abilities.
Maybe Panini was just connecting me with my psychic abilities.
Maybe. Their average height is 19 to 35 inches. That's way too damn big.
That's bigger than an American Girl doll.
It is. That's horrific when you put it on a scale like that.
Yeah, they're big. They would take your dog. They would take your cat. So anyway, the dogs came inside, and when we went outside for our walk at 6 a.m., a more appropriate time to venture outdoors, I was like looking up the whole time, and there were these two ravens that kept on flying back and forth between the buildings. And I'm like, what is happening this morning?
Birds.
I'm like, it was just a very bird morning. And the dogs were noticing the ravens. Like, that's weird.
Ravens also can be pretty big.
They are big. And they're kind of like not a great omen, especially when they come in pairs. I'm like, what is happening today?
Okay, 35 inches is almost a yardstick.
I don't really want to think about it. Like, there's part of me that would like to see it, but there's another part of me that like really is okay never seeing that.
That's why I did this a minute ago, because I realized that. I was like, I don't like that.
Ooh. So yeah, they would take a dog.
How much do they weigh?
They're probably the kind where if you like lift up their fur, they're like all legs.
Yes. They generally weigh between 2.2 and 3.8 pounds. Their wingspan,
the average is bigger than a bald eagle.
4.6 feet.
Okay. So not, but that's
huge.
That's almost as tall as me.
I was about to say that's almost a Siri.
Yeah.
Wait, now I'm curious what the bald eagle wingspan is. Okay, wow.
They're big.
Bald eagle is 5.9 to 7.5 feet. You've seen them there. There's a ton of bald eagles where my parents live, like just wild bald eagles. And we see them often flying around. And like they're big, and I've seen them pretty close. That's 5.9, the smallest in that range, is 7 inches taller than me on a good day. That's crazy.
What does it mean when a great horned owl visits you? The spiritual significance of an owl sighting. Oh, I guess I didn't see it, so it doesn't really count. It can signify a time for deep introspection and reflection on one's life path. It can also be a sign that it is time to take action on something that has been put off or neglected for too long. Interesting.
All right.
I don't know.
That followed by ravens.
Yeah, let's see. 2 ravens meaning. Can either imply friendship or love.
Friendship.
Let's see. So many different things. Well, because the thing is, in Norse mythology, it was like Odin's thing.
Yeah.
Like he had the pair of ravens. 2 crows means that good luck is coming to you. I guess maybe. Gosh, I keep on seeing so many different things. They can be a signal of death or misfortune, or they can indicate change and good fortune.
We're going with good fortune.
Yeah. Yeah, it says 2 generally indicate good luck is coming.
That's good.
Sure, we'll go with that.
I like the friendship one.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So at our Super Bowl party, to completely change topic,
yes.
I rediscovered the CoStar app. I I still had it downloaded, but I don't think I'd used it in like
I forgot about it again until right
years.
now.
And so someone got back on it, and I realized you were my only friend on there. Gianni and Tuesday had added me, who knows when, but I never accepted because I don't get on that app. But now I have like 8 friends on there because I invited everyone that was at the party. But it'll show you like your relationship to each of your friends, and Siri and mine was so spot on. It was kind of spooky. Let me see if I can find it. I remember I couldn't even read it out loud, so I just screenshot it and sent it to you, and I was like,
Like, it's so funny.
well, now it's not showing up in our photos. Rude.
Just, yeah.
Oh, I found it. Between the two of you. Allison, you are known to be mature, and Siri is able to pay close attention to other people. You provide care for each other. Everything gets fetishized. Art, love, depression, empathy. Find something worth protecting together. Guard it with your lives. Give them a trophy.
So funny.
But it's so accurate. Like, I hate the word, but we fetishize every
I would say
damn thing.
romanticize. It would
Well,
be a better
yes.
word choice. I don't like
It's
that
a better
word.
word choice. No, I agree. They're synonyms. One is just significantly better than the other.
Yes.
But yes, we do. We are daydreamers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking at I follow this page on Instagram that does like the abroad Disney shopping.
Mm.
So I'm in a chat where they update what they're able to add before they like actually post on their Instagram. So anyway, there's no good reason for me to look at any of this, but it's entertaining. Anyway, that's all I had to say about that.
All right. I think I mentioned last week that I've been watching several of the Barbie as Rapunzel dolls on eBay. I have not purchased one yet because they all in the last like 24 hours just like grow exponentially in price as people try to outbid each other. But I'm watching 2 right now. One ends tomorrow and one ends Saturday. The one that ends Saturday is the one that I told you I was originally wanting, because that one started at $15 and it held for a while because people were just watching it. Because, like, the thing about bidding is you don't do it when there's so much time left on the clock, because then it drives the price up. Well, someone was dumb today, and now that one is at $33, which still is significantly better than the others that I've seen. But seriously. And then
Oh
the
my
other one
gosh.
is 46, and it's been 46. And that's the one that ends tomorrow. So fingers crossed I can get one of those, because that is significantly better than the other ones that are listed for like 150, 160.
Yes.
Yeah. And I did bid $70 on one last week and was outbid. So I think we know where I'm willing to go.
eBay can have some good things sometimes. And
They
then
really can.
I have a couple of ears that I want, but I'm waiting.
Yeah.
Because they're not a now need. They're just a
Right.
kind of want eventually.
Yeah.
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 And that's that.
Did you notice? So the new pizza merch collection, the Spirit jersey is $79, which is cheaper than the other Spirit jerseys currently. The Lounge Fly is also $79, which is cheaper than the other Lounge Flies currently. But the ears are $39, which is more expensive than the other ears currently.
Interesting.
Right? And I was like, why are these ears like $10 more than the others?
I don't know how I feel
ears
about
had gone
them.
back down. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to buy it because it's all yellow.
Yeah. I kind of like that it looks very a Goofy movie.
Yeah. I like that
But
all of the pepperonis are Mickeys. Well, not all of them, but
yes.
a good amount of them. I appreciate the art of it.
Yes. Unrelated, but I'm upset they re-released some of the Winnie the Pooh pullover sweatshirts, like the vintagey looking ones.
Oh, did
And they
they?
were like, they posted, they were like, they'll be available starting Wednesday, 8 a.m. And I looked yesterday. I mean, I already have the one I want, so it's like whatever. They only released Pooh and Tigger. So fuck everyone who wants Piglet and Eeyore, I guess.
That's sad.
I know. Because one of my coworkers' friends wants the Piglet really badly.
I keep thinking they'll come back because they sold out so fast, but
I know. You just never know with Disney.
yeah.
You never know what's going to be like there and like standard and what's just going to be
Gone.
oof. They don't always tell you.
No, and it's almost always a surprise.
Yes.
Like that lounge set I got on my birthday, the pink and gold one.
Mhm.
I thought for sure we would never see that again. And it's
Oh, 100%
always been fully
there.
stocked every time. And I'm like, well, it's fine.
Yeah, you're not mad about it.
I'm not.
I like the black version of that set.
It is really cute.
And we've only seen that in one place.
Hmm.
Am I going to get it? No, but I do like it.
It's cute.
I'm trying to see if the ears are on Shop Disney. They're not, but
Oh, the pizza ones?
yeah.
No, I only know the price because of that one TikTok.
But I do like that next time. Well, no, not next time because we're going on Sunday, but
Yeah.
so no, not that time. But I'll have to think more about the Mandalorian Loungefly because that is something I should have. Like that makes sense for me.
It is really cute.
Ugh, I don't
Yep.
know.
And every time I see Baby Yoda, I think of you.
Yeah. And not everyone knows these things.
Hmm.
One of my coworkers knows, and she said she always thinks of me when she sees the Grogu stuff too, which is so
Appropriate.
funny.
I approve.
Yeah, I'm like you're in the inner circle.
I still want that lightsaber water bottle that lights up.
Ooh, yes.
That was so cool.
I mean, hey, why not? If we can make pink droids, we need to make droids.
I know. Like, that was exciting.
I
And I
can't remember
loved
that girl's name, but
it's Magic with
Megan,
Meg.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I follow her on TikTok and Instagram now.
Yeah, the set is a Leia set, but she dyed it
Dyed it
pink.
pink. Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't buy it pink.
I wish I was more comfy with dyeing things. Because that turned out really cute.
Yeah, but dyeing clothes is
A mess.
it's a risky process too. You
I
never really know
know.
how the color's going to turn out.
That too. I mean, I've never done it, but from what I've heard,
Yeah. Yeah. Doable, sure, but worth it?
I mean, for her, yes,
Yes.
because it turned out.
Yes.
Plus, I'm sure she already had a white Leia set, and she was like, I want a pink one.
Yes.
Well, that will bring us to the end of this episode of Clearly Thriving. I'm Allison Clay.
And I'm Siri Harkins.
And we are thriving.
Clearly.
Clearly.